Hello, my friends. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. West Coast, it's still early evening. How are you guys doing? I hope you're enjoying your Friday and had a great week. So I wanted to chat with you about something that actually comes up every week as we head into the weekend. And I'm actually sitting outside of my office in this downtown area. It's awesome. The sunset is beautiful, and I thought that I start on a positive note. So one of the things that a lot of us struggle with is that we live Monday to Friday. Hi, Kathy. And when the weekends come around, we come alive. And I hear this a lot from people, and you see this on Facebook posts too, like, oh, thank God it's Friday. But do you ever wonder why do people think that way? I mean, there's lots of reasons for sure, but I want to focus on the fact that how can you reclaim your weekends so that when Monday rolls around, you aren't tired, you're excited about your life, you are rested. And so I have a couple things to share with you about. And another thing I've noticed actually sometimes with myself, and I can go hard for for the whole weekend, meaning usually work Saturdays, and then sometimes Sundays, and then when Sunday evening, I am exhausted. So, I mean, one thing to point out that we all need to rest. Whatever it is that you do, we all have to take time off, and that means not working. But there are other things you can do that can get you into that right state of mind. And, sometimes Sunday afternoons is when you start feeling lethargic and sort of having a, did you see those people checking out the live? I love it. Having those, they're called Sunday evening blues, when you start feeling lethargic and not interested about going back to work on Monday. So a couple things to take into account. Allow yourself to have a day off, okay? Whether it's Saturday or Sunday. So you've got to rest, and it's not just a physical rest, it's mental rest. So I know that for myself. As much as I am passionate about working and doing things and working on projects that I'm excited about, but I'm also realizing, right? And Yuri has to remind me that, but I have to take time off for myself. That's number one. Number two, and I know this works like that for a lot of people, but do not, and maybe this is impossible, but don't spend your time on the weekends going grocery shopping, cleaning the house, doing the laundry. Maybe that's the only time of the week that you can do that, but think about it. That precious time that you have to rest and recharge, why spend on all of those household chores? Is that something you can outsource? Think about it, right? And if you can, then do that. If you can't, and so what Yuri and I practice a lot is what we call hacks. And so one of the things we try to do is, if we have to go grocery shopping, let's go at those times when there are not a lot of people. So maybe go Saturday morning, first thing you do is you get the groceries, or Sunday morning, right? Don't go in the middle of the day, because that's where a lot of people are going to be doing the same thing. I went grocery shopping on Thursday. I finished working at 5, and I just went to the grocery store, and there was nobody there. That was a hack. So find those hacks to help you gain the time, because that's what you're trying to achieve. Now, I came across an interesting article that talks about a lot of these things, but one of the things I suffer with is, hi Michelle, thanks for hopping on, is being constantly on with the technology, right? And being always plugged in. So if you want real rest, where your mind is not plugged in 24/7, then having some time off without technology. So one of the things I started doing recently is making sure that 30 minutes before I go to bed, I turn off my phone, I turn off my computer, and I read a book. So can you find that time on the weekend where you're not plugged in? And the best way you could do that is if you can go outside. Can you go out and be in nature? Can you go to a park? Can you go for a walk somewhere so that you can actually unplug? Now, one of the other things is, this could be centered around your family and friends, but go spend time with other people. I feel like sometimes we're so plugged in and trying to accomplish the goals that we have that actually forget the social time. I don't know. I'm speaking from my own experience, but I know that you guys, hi Jay, thanks for hopping on. I know you guys are feeling the same way. It can't be just me, right? Sometimes I have to remind you and say, hey, we haven't seen our friends. We were talking about this morning. He was reminding that we need to go see our friends, Andre and Elena, and because it's been oh my gosh, it's almost been 2 months, a month and a half. We went to Hawaii in August. That's how long. So I don't know where the time went, but we're busy, right? So find that social time, because again, that allows you to disconnect and recharge and regroup. And then one last thing is, I don't know how about you, I do volunteer a lot of my time for various activities. A lot of it has to do with the passions I have in my career, but volunteering your time. So perhaps you can go do something great for the world, put your energy and your thoughts into that, so that you can receive some of that back in the form of, positive, uplifting, and exciting energy and good mood. So those are the tips I have for you. Let me know, what do you do to recharge? But I know that there are ways that you can structure your weekends, right? Even if you have to work Saturday, which is fine, that when Monday rolls around, you're full of energy, you feel good, and your weekends are not wasted. That's the biggest lesson I want to learn, and I want to teach you. Don't waste your weekends, because it doesn't have to be Monday through Friday are the worst days. All those people here just love me doing Facebook Live right in the middle of the street. But anyway, I'm having fun. So, all right, you guys go reclaim your weekend and let me know, what is it that you do. I'm curious. I'm always looking for hacks. Hey, thanks for tuning in. All right, I'm going to wrap up. Thanks for joining, you guys. Have a great weekend, and I hope you're going to feel 100% when Monday rolls around. Take care.